Welcome, my friends. Welcome, one and all. Except you. I don't like you. You're a bit of an asshole, aren't you? I never liked you. But the rest of you are welcome. And today we're going to talk about Robocop. Is it a game worthy of the highest praise, or is it a giant smelly turd? Well, when I first saw it, I thought to myself, I bet this is a cheap-ass excuse for a movie license rip-off game that's just a pile of crap. So I started playing it, and I thought to myself, well, at least they got the music, you know, and they've got the attitude right, they got the 1980s style right. And then I started shooting punks, and I started thinking, yeah, I like this. I like the targeting system. I like, locking on to people and blowing their faces off. It was visceral. It was exciting. I was like, yeah, and it had that bombastic Robocop music, the stuff that goes, da, 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 da. I like all that shit. I thought, yeah, this is really good. I like this. It's a good start to a game. I like the visceral action, blowing guys' arms off, blowing guys' heads off and that. You got these different weapons, you got Uzis, machine guns, you got all kinds of heavy weapons, and on top of that you got your iconic Robocop gun that just literally never seems to run out of ammunition and just blows everyone away. And I was beginning to think, you know what, this is good. I like this game. It's not your typical shooter and that. It's got Robocop, it's got this targeting system that's really good because it helps you find the enemies when they're hiding in smoke and allows you to target them easily and blow them apart, and you start feeling like a badass because you can take loads of shots and you've got this armor and that, and you can literally hear the thud of your footsteps as you're marching along, blowing away armies of punks, with blood spurting out everywhere. It was just good, really good. So I started thinking maybe it's going to get a bit dull, what else can I do? And next thing you know, I'm grabbing guys by the throat and throwing them against other guys and knocking them down and shooting the guys in the face and, twirling me gun. And I feel like, I'm Robocop, man. I'm a badass metal son of a bitch. Next thing you know, you got Officer Lewis running around helping you, and she's pretty helpful. She shoots guys in the head. She's a pretty good shot. You can pick up objects like stolen wallets that I suppose is like, solving a crime in a way, but it's basically more about the shooting, and you can't wait to get your hands on more guns and start blowing people away and that. And to be honest, you can also heal yourself by just standing still and reprogram your body to fix itself. It's pretty good. You've also got these really slow-mo cool action shoot moments where you open a door and you start shooting people. It's like a bit like Rainbow Six in the old days when everything slows down and you get to target people and you got to rescue hostages, and you start thinking, this is a good game. I like this. This is a good game. It's visceral. You get to shoot people and it's bloody and it's gory and there's loads of guys' heads blowing off and stuff like that, and on top of that there's tons of guns, and this is just the first level, and I'm thinking, I'm enjoying this, and I'm really surprised actually, because I didn't expect this game to be good. I expected it to be a real cheap pile of shit just using a movie license, but no, it's a real good shooter, and that it's got good graphics, it's got great sound, it's got the music from the film, it's got armies of punks to blow away, you can grab people, you can even punch people in the face. And you've also got this night vision stuff to help you see in the dark. And this is just the first level, and you think, this game's offering something. It's offering something that I've seen before, but it's doing it in a very bombastic, exciting way, and I like it. The thing I really like about this game, it doesn't matter if you get shot. In other games where you think, fuck, I've been shot like 50 times on the first level, really, in real life I'd be dead. Well, in this you don't really care because you're Robocop. You're a big iron metal bastard and that, and you're just shooting people, and it doesn't matter if they hit you, the bullets just bounce off. But you start thinking to yourself, can these guys kill me, or am I just too indestructible? But no, they've got grenades, later on they've got rocket launchers and all kinds of heavy ordnance to blow your face off. But the targeting system, just locking on the guys, blowing their heads apart, it just makes you feel like Robocop. Because that's what we saw when we watched that film, that iconic targeting system. And the game does that brilliantly with the music and the way it targets things and the graphics. It makes you feel like you are Robocop. It's the closest thing I've seen to being Robocop. I mean, I played a lot of shit Robocop games back in the early days, which were like 2D shooters and that. But this really is the best I've seen. Now, as you play through the game, you fight these different gangs, and each gang's got its own gimmick. You got gangs with different coloured hair, these weird punks. Later on, you fight bikers who drive around on these bikes, and you can actually pick up their motorcycles and throw them at them and blow them up in a shower of blood and sparks and explosive flame. It's awesome. It looks cool. You forget that you are a Superman. I mean, you are basically strong. You can pick up things like skips and throw them at people. I mean, you're not super strong, but you're strong enough. And as well as that, you've got other cool abilities, like the ability to, you know, solve puzzles and unlock things using your Robocop vision, which makes you feel like a machine. And later on in the game, of course, you get iconic battles. You don't just fight punks, you get to fight against robots that have been designed to terminate you. You also get to take on the iconic Ed 209, and boy, is he a beast. He's one of the biggest, most impressive-looking boss battles I've ever seen.
I've got something just for that.
You are very resourceful.
Thanks, but I'd say it was a team effort.
Slime bags detected.
Just look at that, boys! The police dog and its bitch!
Not sure which one is which.
You're gonna take that back.
You have to say the shooting on this game is visceral, and it's a blood and guts affair, and I really like it. I like the graphics, I like the music, I kind of like the puzzles. Later on it becomes a bit of an open world game where you've got like the whole of the rainy city of Detroit to explore, and you can take on side quests, and you know, it's a bit weird. I mean, at one point I was looking for a video in a video shop for a guy, you know, it's just bizarre. But some of the side quests are really, you know, really cool. But the main missions are the best. Taking on bad guys, you know, throwing them out of windows, blowing holes in them with your cool Robocop gun. It's just exciting, and it's a good game. What can I say? You know, it's addictive. It's fun. You know, I mean, I played a lot of Call of Duty games, but there's something different about this. Something I like. You know, you got destructible environments. You got breaking glass. You got grenades going off. You got rockets whizzing past your head. You got different enemies, robots, Ed 209, huge guns. Later on, you get some real cool firepower. You know, you get those that big rocket launching kind of weapon you get in the film. You know, the one he uses to destroy Ed 209. You get that. You know, you get to throw guys out of windows like this. You know, it's great.
Nice and easy. Shit!
The best thing I can say about Robocop is it's fun. You got tons of guns, tons of explosive action, and it's very true to the film. The characters look like they do in the film. You've even got Cecil, who was like some sort of, you know, geeky character in the film, Cecil or whatever his name. You know, Cecil, he's in it. And you've also got the big chief of the police department, you know. You've also got these OCP guys and that messing about with your circuits. You know, it's very reminiscent of the very first film. I mean, the first film was great. The second film, it was good. The third film, I mean, I don't know what happened. But this game is like the first film. It's awesome. You know, you've got good bad guys, you've got a decent story, and you've got a lot of action and excitement. You can also pick up a TV and just throw it out of a window for no reason. I mean, you can't beat that, can you? In the end, I'd have to give Robocop 87% out of 100, because it's great. I really enjoyed the game. I found it much better than I expected. Good graphics, good story, great gameplay. What's not to like? It's a visceral action shooter at its very best.
Thank God you've come. This lady really needs to see a doctor.